Alright, so today we're doing linear functions. This is objective 4, so all about the y-intercept. Now our y-intercept is my starting point. Okay, it is where the graph touches the y-axis. Okay, and so if we look at a graph, this is always your x and this is always your y. So it's where does a graph touch that? All right, so let's say we had this graph right here. Where does it touch it? Touches it at, let's just say, we finish the graph, right? That would probably help. All right, so our y-intercept is where does it touch the graph? Well, it touches right here, and that's at 2, right? So my y-intercept would be 2, okay? Now, I want to point out, actually, I'll point it out later, okay? So that's that. Where does it touch the y-axis, all right? So let's say I have these 3 graphs, and I want you to find the y-intercept of all 3 of them, all right? So hold on, here we go. All right, so I want you to find the y-intercept for each of these. So pause the video and see if you can find the y-intercept. All right, so hopefully you said that the y-intercept is where it touches the y. So it touches right here at -1. So my y-intercept is -1. Where does it touch here? It touches right here. So my y-intercept is 3. And then where does it touch here? It touches right here. So my y-intercept is 1. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to look at another way to find the y-intercept. So if we look at this point right here, we said it crosses at 1. But what is the coordinate of that point? What is the coordinate? Remember, we have a coordinate, right? We have an x and we have a y. So what is the x for this point? Well, if we look on the x-axis, it touches at 0. So my x point would be 0. And then my y point would be what? -1. How about this one? What's the coordinate for this point? Well, the x is 0 and the y is 3. And what about this point? The x is 0 and the y is 1. And so what do you notice about all 3 of these coordinates? The x is 0. So your y-intercept is where x equals 0. Okay? So let's say we had a chart. All right, what is my y-intercept? Well, we said that it's where my x is 0. So where's my x 0? Right here. So my y-intercept is equal to 8. Okay? Let's say I gave you what is my y-intercept? Well, the y-intercept is where x is 0. So that means my y-intercept is equal to 1. Okay? And the last piece and last way to find it is in an equation. Remember, we talked about it being in the form of y equals mx plus b. Now, b is your y-intercept. Okay, that's your y-intercept. So let's say, for example, we had y equals 4x plus 6. Well, the y-intercept is whatever is not with the x. So my y-intercept here would be 6. Okay, let's say I had y equals -1/2 plus 5x. Well, my y-intercept is wherever I do not have an x. So what do you think it is? The y-intercept equals -1/2. Okay, make sure you are taking the sign that's in front of the number. All right, I'm gonna give you another one. What is your y-intercept? Hopefully you said that your y-intercept is equal to -3. Okay. The last part with y-intercept is in like a word problem, okay, and like finding keywords. And so in a word problem, the keywords that we use are like fee, one time, starting point, anything like that. Anything that tells me I do it once, and that is where I started. Okay, so if we go to this example, let me get it. If you go to this example right here, Sam charges $5 to come out and to mow your lawn, and then an additional $10 per hour for every hour he's at your house cutting your lawn. Well, what happened first? Like, what happens once? Well, this charging $5 to come out, that only happens once. Like, once he's at your house, he pays the $5, he doesn't pay it again. So 5 here is your y-intercept. Okay? Because that's what happened once. And then the $10 would be my slope because it has that per. Okay? All right, so if you need extra help on y-intercept, please let me know. And I hope this video helped.